show you something then. And then I have a little basket here with, I prepared some goodies for you. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to keep it over here. And if you'll come see me after the service, I have something for you, okay? All right. I'll put it right here for now. Okay, so why do you come to church? Somebody just answer me quick. Why do you come to church? To learn about God. That's exactly right. Okay, so we come to church to worship God. Do you know what it means to worship? What is it, Mia? What does it mean to worship God, just in your own words? To learn and to obey, to pray, to read God's Word. Is that what you were trying to say? I knew it was. Yes, that's exactly right. Okay, so worship is an intense love or admiration. And so we love God, so we come to church. But you know what? Sometimes there are things that get between our love for God, and we just need to not have those things. God should be number one in our life. Do you agree with me on that? Yeah, absolutely. And so we need to really love God. And I love that verse, Terry, that you quoted a while ago. It says, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. And it goes on to say, with all your strength. I mean, you need to love God in every way. So if you do not love God, it's because there's something else in the way. Now, my aunt was a missionary in Africa for 35 years. And her husband went to a little village, and it was called Dosso in Niger, West Africa. There had never been a missionary there before. And they didn't know about Jesus. They didn't know about God. And my aunt and my uncle had to tell them about Jesus and tell them about God. But you know what? Even though they had not heard about the true, one and only, true, holy God, they did worship. And they would get around a big bonfire in this little village, and they would bring their idols, and they would say things and worship these idols. And this is actually one of the idols that that someone made in that village. Every home had this little idol. Mine's broken just a little bit. It's about 70 years, well, I've had it for 70 years. My aunt sent it to me from Africa when she was there. And so this is what they worshipped. Each home, they would carve out whatever. They could make it look however they wanted. And this is what they worshipped. You can kind of pass it down. You can look at it if you would like to. And that is what they worship. Now, tell me something. If they prayed to that, could that thing answer their prayers? No, absolutely not. Could that thing bless them when they deserved the blessing? No. This thing, when they needed to call on God, could that thing hear their prayers? No, it couldn't. It's just a little wooden object, but those people didn't know the truth. And so when they started to find out the truth, you know what they did? They took these things, and they either burned them up, or some of them brought them and gave them to my Aunt Anna, and she just happened to, she knew I was interested, and so she gave me one. And so anyhow, that's what they worshipped until they learned about the true and holy God. Did you know that today, and this thing is called an idol. This is an idol. But did you know that today, that we have idols in our life? Anything that we put ahead of God can be an idol. And so I hope that you don't have any idols in your life. You know, sometimes we get on our little gaming devices and yeah, exactly. And that can become an idol because we put it ahead of reading the Bible and praying and worshiping God. And then sometimes there's maybe TV shows that we put ahead of God, maybe sports things. Oh, we'd sooner be into sports, and some sports guy will become an idol to us. We need to put those things away and love the Lord, our God, with all our heart, our soul, our mind, and our strength. And so that's my little lesson for you today. I want you to know that as you grow up, put God first in everything you do. And He has ears, and He'll hear you when you pray. He has eyes, and he sees you when you do things that please him, and he'll bless you. And he just wants to come and live in you. So let's honor God and let's love him with all our hearts. Okay, I'll see you after church.